Have you ever walked into a room and caught a whiff of something off, only to realize that strange smell was coming from you? It's unsettling, right? Almost like your own body is sending warning signals you can't ignore. Some people panic, others shrug it off, but here's the truth: certain unexplained odors can be your body's way of saying, pay attention, something's not right. Today, you'll discover 6 surprising smells that might be warning signs of hidden health problems. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize these subtle alerts but also learn what they may mean for your long-term well-being. There's a twist, though. These smells are often overlooked or dismissed as just an odd day or poor hygiene, but each one carries scientific weight. Studies have linked specific scents, like a particular sweetness on your breath or a musty odor on your skin, to underlying conditions that can escalate if untreated. Most people only find out when it's too late. So if you're curious to catch potential health issues early, or you just want some peace of mind, stick around until the end. Because the last smell we'll discuss is so commonly misinterpreted that it's often missed even by health-conscious individuals. Missing that last one could change your life more drastically than you ever imagined. Let's dive in right now and explore how your nose might just save your life. You might think, smells. Really? Why would my body give me clues through odor? The short answer: your body is a continuous chemistry project. Hormones, bacteria, metabolic processes, all of these can produce byproducts that sometimes exit through your pores, your breath, or your bodily fluids. When everything is balanced, you might not notice much more than a mild personal scent. But the second something's off, a spike in blood sugar, kidney stress, or even an infection, your natural aroma might shift in ways that are surprisingly detectable. There's real science behind this. For instance, researchers have documented correlations between unusual breath scents and metabolic imbalances. They've also seen how certain skin conditions can produce distinct odors when organs like the liver or kidneys aren't functioning at full capacity. And while your doctor can do lab tests to confirm these issues, your nose can act like a first-line alarm system if you know what to sniff for. But let's be honest, detecting odors in yourself isn't always straightforward, especially as we get older. Our sense of smell can weaken with age. That's precisely why ignoring these cues or dismissing them as just a bit of body odor can be a real mistake. Even more concerning, many older adults might already have a reduced sense of smell, meaning a shift in personal scent could be subtle, or even go unnoticed. So if you catch a whiff of something strange, maybe you or a loved one can sense it, it's worth taking it seriously. All that said, don't jump to conclusions just yet. Having a funny smell doesn't guarantee you have a serious illness. Stress, diet, and hygiene can also play a part. But if you spot a recurring unusual odor, especially one that doesn't go away with normal measures, it's time to dig deeper. Let's talk about these 6 surprising smells and how each might point to hidden health challenges. The first odor to watch out for is a distinct, sweet, or fruity breath. It sounds almost pleasant, but when your breath carries an overly sweet tinge, you might be dealing with an imbalance in your blood sugar levels. In particular, many people with undiagnosed or poorly controlled diabetes experience this phenomenon, sometimes referred to as acetone breath. Why does it happen? Your body struggles to use glucose for energy, so it starts breaking down fat at an excessive rate, creating acidic byproducts called ketones. The result can be a pronounced fruity or even nail polish-like scent in your breath. If you're 60 or older and notice this fruity breath, don't brush it off. Take a step back and ask yourself, am I drinking more water than usual? Have I been feeling extra tired, losing weight, or noticing changes in my vision? These are classic signs of high blood sugar. The real danger is that if this condition, often called ketoacidosis, continues unchecked, it can lead to severe complications like dehydration, electrolyte imbalances, or even organ stress. The fix might be as simple as scheduling a doctor's visit and getting a blood sugar test. Early detection can stop a small problem from becoming a major crisis. But high blood sugar isn't the only possibility. Some extremely restrictive diets, including certain low-carb or fasting regimens, can also cause your breath to go fruity. That's because these diets push your body into ketosis. For some, that's intentional, but it's crucial to differentiate a controlled dietary approach from uncontrolled high ketone production. If you suspect your sweet breath is more than just diet changes, it's always safer to get it checked. Better to rule out diabetes or prediabetes early than to wait for bigger red flags. Next up is a more pungent issue, an ammonia-like smell. Often described as urine-like or reminiscent of a cleaning product, an ammonia scent coming from your sweat or breath can signal kidney problems. Why? Your kidneys filter out toxins and waste products. When they're not working at full efficiency, these wastes can build up in the bloodstream. One of those byproducts is urea, which can break down into ammonia. If you're noticing this odor on your clothes or bedding, even after showering, pay attention. Kidney function naturally diminishes as we age, but it can also be compromised by high blood pressure, diabetes, or chronic dehydration. The tricky part is that many older adults might chalk up fatigue or muscle aches to just getting older, while the real culprit could be suboptimal kidney performance. If left unchecked, chronic kidney disease can escalate, leading to heart problems, anemia, and a host of other complications. And yes, that telltale ammonia smell might be your body's first distress signal. Getting regular blood tests to check your kidney function, such as measuring creatinine and blood urea nitrogen levels, is a smart move, especially if you're catching this scent. On to another that may surprise you, a faint musty or moldy body odor that just won't quit. Some individuals describe it as an old basement smell on their skin or clothes. This can sometimes be a sign of liver dysfunction. The liver, like the kidneys, is a powerhouse organ that detoxifies and processes waste. When it's overwhelmed, due to fatty liver disease, viral hepatitis, or cirrhosis, it may not break down certain compounds efficiently. These compounds can then exit through sweat glands, producing an unusual musty odor. What's important to note here is that mild liver issues don't always come with obvious signs like jaundice, yellowing of the skin. You could be in the early stages of liver disease without major symptoms. That's why, if you or family members detect a persistent musty odor, it might be more than just needing a better deodorant. A medical check can reveal if your liver enzymes are elevated. Simple lifestyle changes, like reducing alcohol intake, improving diet, and boosting your antioxidant levels, can support better liver function if caught early. Our fourth culprit is a yeasty or bread dough smell. This can manifest in various ways, sometimes on the breath, other times in skin folds or certain body areas prone to moisture. One likely cause is an overgrowth of yeast, such as Candida, which thrives in warm, damp environments. While occasional yeast infections are common, repeated or persistent episodes might indicate an immune system imbalance, diabetes, or even a gut flora disruption. When your body's microbial balance is off, yeast can proliferate, producing that telltale doughy odor. This scenario can show up under the arms, around the groin, or under the breasts for women. If left untreated, yeast infections can escalate into more serious forms of candidiasis. It's definitely worth checking with a healthcare provider if you notice recurrent or stubborn yeast smells and irritations. They may recommend antifungal treatments, probiotics, or dietary changes, like lowering sugar intake, to keep yeast populations in check. Let's pivot to something that can be deeply embarrassing for many, a fishy or sour smell emanating from your skin. Yes, fishy. While it might sound odd, there's actually a condition called trimethylamine, TMAU, sometimes known as fish odor syndrome. It's rare, but milder versions of it can go unnoticed for years, especially if you chalk it up to random body odor. In TMAU, the body can't break down certain nitrogen-containing compounds effectively. The result, these compounds exit through sweat, breath, and urine, creating a pungent fishy smell. Even if you don't have TMAU, certain metabolic and digestive issues can lead to a fishy odor. For older adults, changes in diet, gut microbiome shifts, or even certain infections can push your natural scent toward the fishy side. Because it's not a typical sweaty smell, it stands out more. And if it's a new development, you'll want to know why. Although it can be tricky to manage, specialized diets, activated charcoal supplements, or certain antibiotics can help reduce these odors if an underlying metabolic condition is confirmed. Now let's address one that can be truly shocking, a metallic or sulfuric odor on your breath, especially in the morning or after meals. In some cases, that metallic tang can point to bleeding gums or dental infections, serious concerns on their own, but a strong, persistent sulfur smell might also be related to gastrointestinal issues like acid reflux, GERD, or Helicobacter pylori infections. When stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, it can carry that sour or sulfuric stench. Alternatively, H. pylori can disrupt your digestive balance, leading to unusual breath odors. Aging often comes with changes in digestive function and a higher likelihood of gum disease or tooth decay. So a metallic or sulfuric odor might indicate more than just a need to brush your teeth better. If you notice this consistently, consider both a dental checkup and a conversation with your doctor about possible reflux or GI infections. Early intervention can spare you the discomfort of ulcers, chronic heartburn, or advanced gum disease. All these smells are signals, red flags. But they often remain hidden or misdiagnosed because they're uncomfortable to talk about. Many people feel embarrassed discussing personal odors, as if it's a hygiene fail rather than a medical clue. Yet, ignoring these cues can lead to bigger issues down the road. That's why, if you spot a persistent sweet breath, ammonia sweat, musty skin, doughy yeast-like scents, fishy aromas, or a sulfuric tang, it's worth a deeper look. Now, here's the most important part. The biggest, most shocking detail isn't that your body can produce odd smells, it's how easily these odors can slip under the radar. Our sense of smell changes with age. Medications, nasal congestion, or simply living with a scent day in, day out can mask or normalize the odor. Even spouses, children, or caregivers might adjust to it subconsciously. That's why the final, crucial reality is that ignoring these subtle or occasional smells can be far more dangerous than most people realize. By the time the smell becomes strong enough for everyone to notice, the underlying condition might have progressed significantly. So what's at stake if you don't pay attention? Imagine feeling a bit run down, noticing a hint of something off in your breath, and telling yourself it's just a new toothpaste or that you ate something garlicky. Weeks go by, then months. You start experiencing fatigue or muscle weakness, but you chalk it up to normal aging. All the while, your kidneys, liver, or blood sugar might be creeping closer to a state of crisis. Only when a major symptom, like extreme swelling, vision loss, or excruciating pain, drives you to the ER does the full diagnosis come out. At that stage, treatments can be more invasive, more expensive, and less effective. It's not about living in fear, but about staying curious and informed. Your nose is a powerful early warning system, if you trust it. As you've seen, each of these 6 surprising smells relates to a significant bodily function. Spotting them early can mean the difference between a minor lifestyle tweak, like adjusting your diet or hydration, and a full-blown medical emergency. For older adults, especially those dealing with multiple health conditions, this awareness can be a true lifesaver. Before you go, consider this: you hold the power to pick up on these hints long before they become crises. A quick self-check each day, a gentle conversation with a spouse or friend to see if they notice something unusual, small steps that can yield huge benefits. The next time you sense a sweet, ammonia-like, musty, doughy, fishy, or sulfuric odor, don't just wave it away as an unpleasant moment. Reflect on your recent health changes, your medications, your diet. If the smell persists, schedule a doctor's appointment and mention it. Yes, it might feel awkward, but trust me, medical professionals have heard it all, and your vigilance might just save your kidneys, your liver, or your heart. So, here's the bottom line: our bodies aren't shy about sending signals, but we often dismiss them. Today, you've learned about 6 surprising smells, each potentially hiding a deeper health concern. Maybe you'll never encounter any of them, and that's great news. But if you do, at least you'll know what to do next. You'll be armed with the knowledge that could keep a small problem from snowballing into something life-altering. Now I have a question for you: have you or someone you know ever noticed a strange smell that turned out to be a clue to a bigger issue? Share your story in the comments. By talking openly, we help each other stay informed and prepared. If this information helped you, be sure to like this video and consider subscribing for more vital health insights tailored for people who value a long, active life. And if you're wondering about more subtle signs that your body might be aging faster than it should, stay tuned. Our next video will reveal 5 hidden indicators that are easy to miss but crucial to catch early. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let's build a community that looks out for each other's well-being, one surprising scent at a time. Thanks for staying until the end, and remember, your sense of smell isn't just about enjoying the aroma of fresh coffee or baked bread. It's also a built-in alarm system that could keep you healthier, longer. Keep those nostrils open, trust your instincts, and never hesitate to investigate what might be a life-saving clue. Here's to many more years of vitality and sweet-smelling success.